Alright everybody, just want to quick show you a new painting update that I got going on here. This is a Vendetta. Of course everybody knows what a Vendetta is. But this Vendetta here I'm going to paint for one of my gaming buddies. And overall it looks like it's pretty much ready for the job of just doing a solid coat. There is a rather big gap along the engine that's solid here that I will throw in some putty in and wait for that to dry before I give it a base coat. So basically the inside I'm just gonna spray paint black. I'm not going to bother with doing any detailing inside because really that should have been done prior to being put together. So there is one guy standing inside of it. So I hope that when I base coat this that this door will slide okay. So we'll see if I can manage to do it. Oh, both doors slide. Okay, so there's a door on this side as well. And Mr. Trapdoor that doesn't seem to shut. So like I said, I got, ooh, there's a gap just barely here, but I don't think I can get in there. I'll see. Otherwise everything else looks pretty good. Just looks like this engine nacelle had an issue. And so I'm gonna do with the first application is this is some leftover mix that I had for when I did my matte sealing of my drawing just recently. So the color I gotta match is this color here, and what I'm going to use for that is, so I'm going to use some Hooker's green and then maybe touch it up a little bit darker, but this would be my first base coat color, and I'll mix it in with that and maybe do a light black spray over it once it dries, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, it's going to be a Hooker's green hue that I use for the base coat. Alright guys, so let's bring this down a level here. So you can see along the edge here that I brushed in some putty to fill in this gap here. And on this end here, it can be really hard to see, but right behind this panel there was a gap. Yeah, there's really no way. I guess you guys are just going to take my word for it, but there's just a little bit of a gap in there. And then same thing on this side. On this side I just brushed in some putty and to fill that gap up. And now I have to wait, I'm going to have to wait 72 hours for the putty to dry nice and firm, and see what happens when it shrinks. And if it shrinks loose, then I'll have to rebrush in some more putty to the thing. But I think as far as for tabletop, this guy's really hard to get in the camera. But as far as for tabletop, I think it's gonna suffice just fine. At least it won't be like a big crack gap in there. It'll be filled in and not noticed on the first pass. So like I said, I'm going to wait for this to dry, and then we'll give it its base coat and then go on from there. Thanks for watching.